Mr. Sojedi, there is some rumors and talks about Mr. Ibrahim Yazdi. I would like to ask you why these rumors, these talks are happening now after he's dead for quite a while. So in our article, we will focus on some details of Ibrahim Yazdi's life, but for now, we want to know what is the importance of raising this subject now in
Yes.
the whole picture of geopolitics and maybe in the whole picture of the regime of Iran?
Well, the fall of the Iranian regime is impossible without a strong alternative. We know that. A strong alternative can only emerge through a broad and comprehensive coalition uniting all opposition factions. Yes. What hinders the realization of such a coalition is the persistence of totalitarianism. I mean that the totalitarian tendencies within the parts or all the parts of the opposition. Notably, certain well-known figures affiliated with the academic and journalist parts inside the country, I mean that from the press, as you know, that this article is published, or this voice is published, who wield the significant influence in public opinion inside the country, seem to be fostering a spirit of totalitarianism among the followers of the monarchy and the monarchism. That is a very big problem because the spreading of such rumors or such news, even the news is correct, they make some gaps between the parts and factions of the opposition.
So it's about division and separation.
Yes, they try to make separation between them, and until a comprehensive coalition is established, the Islamic Republic will not collapse, even if the entire opposition parts and factions fight with the regime.
Okay. So then let's look at what is the accusation against Ibrahim Yazdi. As far as I read, is that Mashreq News published some quotations of Mr. Ibrahim Yazdi, who was the leader of Nezat-e-Azadi, and these accusations or these quotations could be problematic because he's quoted as saying that he would hire some American snipers to kill officials of the monarchy back in time of the Iranian Revolution. So what is your stance on that?
First of all, that he was, yes, and the leader of the freedom movement, but not then. Then was one of the leaders. The leader was then Mr. Bazargan, Mehdi Bazargan, who was also the founder. He became the leader after the death of the Mr. Bazargan. Anyhow, you are correct, but we have not to forget that he was educated Islamist educated and moderate educated, but far from the radicalization. And that's why that I think that this news and this voice has been published in these days, that everything is possible, should be verified. We have no time to verify it. It should be verified by third and second sources, one source facts are not reliable. We cannot rely on them. So we have seen that if such voice does exist in the archive of the BBC or not, it's possible. That's why. But now in this case, we assume that this voice is correct. Anyhow, we have to consider that he was also a human, and we cannot judge about the human in the framework of white and black. The human has his own mistakes as well. Mr. Ibrahim Yazdi and Nehzat and freedom movement then was a very moderate and very popular way of thinking then between the communism and between the monarchy. They suggested and third way. Of course, they were also an nationalist group, nationalist front. Have you ever heard? And Nehzat Azadi was actually the religious flank, the religious part of the nationalist front. That's why they were nationalist, and they thought and they concerned about the Iran entire, but of course with the religious tendencies and the religious beliefs. Mr. Yazdi was born in Iran, you know that, in 1931, and then after finishing second education, he moved to the United States to go to continue his study, and he graduated in university in biochemistry, and I think, and he obtained a degree of doctora in physics. And then he was also the lead, one of the political activists in Students' Confederation. I hope that you know that what is the Students' Confederation. There were a group of students, Iranian students outside the country, who fought with the regime of Shah then. And apparently they were two big groups. One of them was the leftists. Actually, this confederation was founded by the leftists, but there include also the religious, the Islamic religious and religious societies. The name was the religious groups or societies that does exist yet. And Dr. Yazdi worked with these groups. And when Ayatollah Khomeini moved to France, he went also to France, and first he was his translator, and then he arranged everything, and actually he was the bridge between Ayatollah Khomeini and the external world, because the Ayatollah Khomeini and his team, they couldn't speak no words of English or other foreign languages, and Mr. Yazdi and later Mr. Banisad and Mr. Qotzadeh were also assistants of Mr. Yazdi to arrange and to manage the external and international relations of the, or maybe to say public relations of the Ayatollah Khomeini. That's why too many people believe that Mr. Ibrahim Yazdi and freedom movement, they played a big role justifying, legitimizing of the Khomeini. Without them, too many people believe that Khomeini had no legitimacy, at least political legitimacy to come to the power, and he confessed that that we don't want to manage the power. The other people, he mean that the activists, political activists, they will manage the country. Just we want to make the country free. But after he changed his idea, and very simply he said that I deceived you. He used these words, that I deceived you because then I had to obtain the country from the monarchy. In this sense, raising such questions that are published with the BBC, I think, can be very sensitive, controversial actually, because it's expectable that the monarchy and the followers of the monarchy are sensible about these facts, that yes, some justified people like like Mehdi Bazargan, or like Dr. Ibrahim Yazdi, or like Qodzadeh, or like Banisat, they gave legitimacy to the illegitimate religious forces to go to the power and cap the power. That's why they are now sensible about that. They think that, I mean, that the monarchy follower, they think that the other groups, like the leftist groups and like the nationalist group, all of them that who relieved their support of the Ayatollah Khomeini, they share in the crime of Ayatollah Khomeini and the religious, and they are not eligible to be in the power after after falling of the collapsing of the Islamic regime. And this belief, which is, I think that this belief and this idea is amplified and is supported by some specific figures inside the Islamic regime of Iran, because with this idea and with even if they are fighting with the regime, it's no problem, because one group can never fall the Islamic regime. But the benefit for the regime is that this idea prevent shaping a comprehensive coalition in entire opposition. And each day that there is no coalition, the life of the regime is guaranteed. And I think that in this framework we have to analyze this the rise of such question in these days.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sajidi. This gives us some light on why some people focus so much on these news. Thank you.
Thank you very much.